Welcome to The Weakest Link. Any of the 6 people in the studio today can win up to £10,000. They've only just met, although they want the prize money, they have to work as a team. However, 5 will leave with nothing. As round by round we lose the player I've voted off as the weakest link. Let's meet the team.
I'm Luke, I'm 26 and I'm a carpenter. I'm Max, I'm 42 and I'm a retired primary school teacher. I'm Holly, I'm 24 and I'm an employment coach. I'm Josh, I'm 19 and I'm a student. I'm Bob, I'm 50 and I'm a film producer. I'm Melissa, I'm 36 and I'm an accountant.
Okay, just a reminder, in each round there's £1,000 to be won. The fastest way is to create a chain of 9 correct answers. If you break the chain, then you lose all the money in that chain. If you say bank before the question is asked, then the money is safe. However, you need to start a new chain from scratch. For round 1, we will start with the person that's furthest to my left. That's you, Luke. Let's play The Weakest Link. Start the clock. Luke, what is the name of Bowser's son?
Baby Bowser?
Incorrect. The correct answer is Bowser Jr. Max, what colour hat does Mario wear?
Red.
Correct. Holly, what year did Super Mario Bros. Come out in the Nintendo Entertainment System?
1985.
Correct. Josh, how many bits did the Super Nintendo have? 16 or 32?
16.
Correct. Bob, what console had the first ever Mario Kart game?
Super Nintendo?
Correct. Melissa, how many weeks are there in a year?
52.
Correct. Luke, how many stars were there in the video game Super Mario 64?
120.
Correct. Max, in football, as of 2020, how many Champions League trophies has Manchester United won?
3.
Correct. Holly, which country won the Football World Cup in 2002?
Brazil.
Correct. Josh, which colour is the football club Bayern Munich strip, red or black?
Red.
Correct. Bob, what football stadium does the football club Swansea City play in?
The Liberty Stadium.
Correct.
Bank.
You have banked your £1,000 target. However, who forgot to pack some intelligent pills in this game? Who needs a reminder what a brain is? Time to vote off the weakest link.
According to the statistics, Josh is the strongest link. The weakest link is Luke, as he is the only contestant to get a question wrong. But who will go out in the first round?
Voting over, time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Max. Luke. 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 Luke.
What did you do, Bob?
I'm a film producer.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
So, how many films have you made?
I haven't made any at the moment, but I'm working on a film right now.
Oh, really? And what type of genre is it?
I guess it's kind of a comedy. Because, yeah, I guess it's kind of a comedy.
So, will you be adding in laugh tracks in your film?
Probably not, no.
So, how do the people know when to laugh?
Well, at the jokes of the film, I guess.
Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, so tell me a joke in the film.
Okay, so there's one time when one person says, did you hear about the claustrophobic astronaut? He just needed a little space.
Why would anyone laugh at that?
Because it's funny, I guess.
Well, your type of comedy is very distorted then, isn't it?
I suppose different people find different things funny.
But why would anyone find that joke funny?
I guess people that like outer space and like jokes, I guess.
Yeah, have you ever considered silent films?
No, not really.
Yeah, I think silent films would be a bit more of your genre, so then people don't have to listen to those terrible jokes that you make.
I guess so, yeah.
So, what made you want to be a film producer?
Because I guess I really like, I guess I like watching films, and I thought maybe I might have what it takes to become a film producer.
Okay, so apart from your looks, what else is holding you back?
I guess nothing else really. I'm not the most creative person ever, so I have helpers to help me write a film.
And you also have helpers that make you write half-decent jokes.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, it takes a lot to produce a film, so it takes a lot of teamwork, lots of money.
So if you win The Weakest Link, is all the money going to be contributed towards the film?
I guess some of it will, yeah.
Well, let's just hope your general knowledge isn't as bad as your jokes then. Tell me another joke.
Okay, where are the average things manufactured? The satisfactory.
Why, Luke?
Because he was the only one that got a question wrong and everybody else got their questions right, so he must be the weakest link.
Luke, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yeah, quite gutted that I got voted off first. I generally thought I could stand a good chance of winning it. But, yeah, unfortunately it just stumbled when the pressure, I guess, just got to me, because quite frankly I really should have known the answer to that question.
Round 2, so far you got £1,000. We'll start with the strongest link in the last round. That's you, Josh. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Josh, what football club is the oldest football club in the world?
Notts County.
Correct. Bob, in YouTube, what was the first YouTube video that the Scary Pair uploaded?
Top 7 Kooplins.
Correct. Melissa, in Paper Mario Origami King, what did the stapler call itself?
The Fangs Fastener.
Correct.
Bank.
Max, in Maths, what is the square root of 81?
9.
Correct. Holly, in Star Wars, what is the name of Episode 8?
The Last Jedi.
Correct. Josh, in football as of 2020, who's the current manager of Tottenham Hotspur?
Mauricio Pochettino.
Correct answer is Jose Mourinho. Bob, what is the first letter of the Greek alphabet?
Alpha.
Correct. Melissa, which Nintendo console succeeded the Nintendo Wii? The Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo Wii U?
Nintendo Switch.
The correct answer is Nintendo Wii U. Max, in which year did the video game Super Mario 3D Land come out?
2011.
Correct. Holly, what is the football club's Leicester City's nickname?
The Foxes.
Correct.
Bank.
Josh, in maths, the function sine, cos and tan are all examples of what? Trigonometry or logarithms?
Trigonometry.
Correct. Bob, up to 2020, how many unique teams have won the Premier League?
7.
Correct. Time's up. You banked £150 in that round. However, one person will be leaving. Who forgot what 2 plus 2 equals? But who thinks IQ stands for I want a Q? Time to vote off the weakest link.
Josh went from being the strongest link in the last round to the weakest link in this. The strongest link statistically is Bob, but will the votes reflect the facts?
Voting over, time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Josh. Melissa. 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 Josh.
Josh, remind me what you do?
I'm a student, Anne.
Oh, really? So what university are you studying at?
I'm studying at Leicester University and I'm doing a degree in physics.
Oh, physics. So why do you choose physics?
I guess because it's a science that interests me the most.
What does physics have that biology and chemistry doesn't?
I guess one thing I really like learning about is electricity and electromagnetism.
Oh, so do you want to be an electrician when you grow up?
I guess so, yeah.
So I know who to call when I need a light bulb changed.
Yeah, you do.
So who's your favourite physicist?
Has to be, I guess it has to be Isaac Newton.
Oh, the guy with the apple that fell on his head.
Yeah, I guess so.
So did an apple fall on your head as well?
No, not yet.
Why, Melissa?
Well, it was either between me or Melissa, since we are the only two that got a question wrong in that round, and I can't vote for myself, so I guess Melissa has to be the weakest link.
Well, I can tell you right now that Melissa was not the weakest link. You were the weakest link.
Yeah, I probably have established that, but I can't vote for myself, so you're gonna have to go Melissa.
Well, of course, it is the votes that count. Melissa, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yeah, I knew that it was going to be between either me or Josh, but I thought Josh was going to be the weakest link because I felt he got the more simpler question wrong out of the questions that we got wrong. But fortunately, it's votes that count. So disappointed to be voted off at this stage because I really thought I could have gone to the final round and very much won it.
Round 3, you got a total of £1,150. We'll start with the person that was the strongest link in the last round. That's you, Bob. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Bob, in maths, what is 3 plus 18 plus 9 take away 12?
18.
Correct. Max, in physics, what is the unit for potential difference in a circuit?
Voltage.
Correct. Holly, in Mario, what is the name of the world that all the Mario characters live in?
The Mushroom Kingdom.
Correct. Josh, how many units did the Nintendo Game Boy sell?
118 million.
Correct. Bob, in chemistry, which element has the symbol S?
Sulfur.
Correct. Matt, what is the capital city of Mexico?
Santiago.
Correct answer is Mexico City. Holly, what year did the First World War start?
1914.
Correct. Josh, which football club has a nickname the Blades?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Which English football team has a nickname the Blades?
Sheffield United.
Correct. Bob, what is the mathematical name given to a shape that has 12 sides?
A dodecagon.
Correct. Matt, in Mario Kart 64, what is the name of the second race of the Mushroom Cup?
Moo Moo Farm.
Correct.
Bank.
Holly, in Super Mario 3D World, what is the name of the world that comes after World 6?
World 7.
Correct answer is World Castle. Time's up. One person has to leave though. Who's the Minister for Morons? Who grabbed a stupidity jab before the show? Time to vote off the weakest link.
In an impressive round, Bob is still the strongest link. The weakest link statistically is Max, but will the players consider that when casting their votes?
Voting over, time to reveal who you think is the weakest link. Holly.
Max. Max. Holly.
We have a tie team. Max and Holly have 2 votes each. Josh, why did you vote Max?
Obviously it was between Holly and Max, but I thought out of the questions I think Max got the easier question wrong. So I thought Max is statistically the weakest link for that.
Bob, why did you vote Holly?
Again, it was a tough call. Both got questions wrong that quite frankly they should have got right. But I think in the previous rounds, I think Holly was stuttering a little bit in the previous questions, whereas Max was answering a lot of questions a lot more confidently. So I thought Holly is the weakest link.
Well, of course, if the scores are tied, the strongest link gets to cast a deciding vote. So that's you, Bob. Do you want to stick with Holly, or do you want to change with Max?
I'll stick with Holly, thank you very much.
Holly, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yeah, fair enough. I thought I was the weakest link in that round. Although, when I saw that Max got a question wrong, I thought that maybe I could be saved. But, yeah, I really did not have a good round. But, if anyone were to win, I think Bob will probably win, because I think he's probably the cleverest one out of all of us. So, I think he probably deserves some money.
Round 4, you have a total of £1,350. We'll start with the strongest link of the last round. That's you, Bob, again. Let's play the weakest link. Start the clock. Bob, in computer science, how many bits are there in a byte?
8.
Correct. Max, in physics, what's the electrical current defined as the rate of flow of what?
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
In physics, the electrical current is defined as the rate of flow of what?
Charge?
Correct.
Bank.
Josh, what are the only 2 countries in the world to have a population of over 1 billion?
China and India.
Correct. Bob, who is the Premier League all-time top goal scorer as of 2020?
Alan Shearer?
Correct. Max, how many yards are there in a mile?
Pass.
Correct answer is 1,760. Josh, in maths, what is 75 take 32 plus 5?
48.
Correct. Bob, in Super Mario Odyssey, what is the name of Mario's companion?
Cappy?
Correct.
Bank.
Max, in the TV show Regular Show, what animal is Mordecai?
Blue Jay.
Correct. Time's up. You backed £100 in that round. However, one person needs to make a final walk of shame. Who is the most shameful person in the studio? Who has the word idiot written on their forehead? Time to vote off the weakest link.
For the past 3 rounds in a row, Bob is still the strongest link. Statistically, the weakest link is Max, but who will make the final walk of shame?
Voting over, time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Bob. Bob. Max.
Max, why did you vote Bob?
I felt he was the weakest link.
Oh really? You do realise throughout the entire game Bob hasn't got a single question wrong.
Yeah.
You have got a question wrong.
Yeah.
And I can tell you now that Bob was the strongest link in this round. You were the weakest link.
I guess I just didn't quite fancy tackling him on in the final round because I think he's the smartest out of all 3 of us.
Josh, why did you vote Bob?
Well, to be fair, it was... I felt Bob was the weakest link.
Although Bob hasn't got a single question wrong yet. And as I said, he was the strongest link in this round.
Yeah, I felt that. I don't know, I just felt that maybe it was the slight weakest link.
So in this round, even though Bob hasn't got a single question wrong, he's suddenly the weakest link.
Yeah, I guess so.
Bob, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Honestly, I am baffled, bewildered and disgusted that I got voted off. I haven't got a single question wrong in the entire game, and as Anne said, I was the strongest link in the past 3 rounds in a row. I mean, honestly, it was tactical voting, and the only reason why they wanted to vote me off is because they knew that I was cleverer than all of them. I think it's very unfair, I think it's very sad, and quite frankly, downright evil the 2 are going to victimise me like this, especially Max. I think he is an arrogant, angry little person and doesn't deserve any money, so I really hope Josh deserves the money, because quite frankly, after that attitude, Max doesn't deserve a penny.
Round 5, you have a total of £1,450. This is the final round, which means whatever money that you get in this round will be trebled. Since you voted off the strongest link in the last round, we'll start with the second strongest in the last round. That's you, Josh. Let's play the weakest link. Stop the clock. Josh, what year was YouTube released?
2005.
Correct. Matt, who invented the telephone?
Alexander Graham Bell.
Correct. Josh, in Super Mario World, what is the name of the oldest Kooplin?
Ludwig von Cooper.
Correct. Max, in chemistry, which element is a halogen? Fluorine or nitrogen?
Nitrogen.
Correct answer is fluorine. Josh, in biology, which kingdom does yeast belong to? Bacteria or fungus?
Fungus.
Correct. Max, what year did the Nintendo Switch come out?
2017.
Correct. Josh, in Star Wars, which actor played Luke Skywalker?
Harrison Ford.
Correct answer is Mark Hamill. Max, in maths, what Greek letter is used to represent an unknown angle?
Theta.
Correct. Josh, which football team has a nickname Los Blancos?
Real Madrid.
Correct. Max, in astronomy, which planet is closest to the Sun in our solar system?
Mercury.
Correct.
Bank.
Time's up. Bank was just in time. You banked a total of £100, which will treble, which means your total prize money will be £1,750. So, Max, Josh, for £1,750, let's play the weakest link. Josh, as the strongest link in the last round, you have the choice of whether you want to go first or second.
I think I'll go first, please, Anne.
Josh, just before the Munich air disaster in February 1958, what team did Manchester United just play against?
Bayern Munich.
The correct answer is Red Star Belgrade. Max, What year did the death penalty get abolished in England?
Pass.
The correct answer is 1965. Josh, in chemistry, which element has the symbol capital C, small u?
Copper.
Correct. Max, in biology, which animal group do scorpions belong to?
Arachnids?
Correct. Josh, in music, which instrument does the clarinet belong to?
Woodwind.
Correct. Max, how many years in half a century?
Oh. Century, 100.
The correct answer is 50. Josh, which ocean is the biggest ocean in the world?
Pacific Ocean.
Correct. Max, in maths, what is the square root of 2,500?
50.
Correct. Josh, if you answer this next question correctly, you win the money. How old was the musician Henry Purcell when he died?
Oh. 36.
That is the correct answer. That means, Josh, you are today's strongest link, and you go home with £1,750. Max, you leave with nothing. Join us again with the weakest link. Goodbye.
I'm pretty pleased with myself for getting into the final. I never in a million years would I ever thought I'd be getting to the final round. So yeah, disappointed I didn't win the money, but I'm proud of myself for getting into the final. Honestly, winning the weakest link is honestly one of the best feelings ever. I cannot believe I won. I seriously thought Bob was going to win because he was by far the cleverest one, but yeah, and I probably will spend the money on a big holiday to Spain.